Coming off a bye week, Clemson beat an unranked Syracuse team by only 3 points over the weekend, collecting just over 300 yards on total offense. Offensive coordinator Tony Elliot is challenging his guys to block out the noise with the added pressure of performing to meet the high standard that has been set.
I think the guys, probably are carrying too much pressure, putting too much pressure on themselves, especially on game day. And us as coaches, we just got to find a way to help them just, cut it loose. I think a lot of the guys are trying to play perfect, because of just the state that they're in right now. They don't want to make a mistake, which forces them to make a mistake.
The first critical play of the night was when Brent Venables picked off a pass in the red zone, which led to Clemson's first touchdown of the night on the next possession. This was a huge play for the sophomore who dropped an interception in the game against Boston College. His dad, of course, runs Clemson's defense, but the father-son dynamic is non-existent once they take the field.
Treated me different, and probably the hardest thing is to be a dad during all that process. That's not an easy thing to do. Time to celebrate interception. You got to make adjustments and get ready for the next drive.
We try to keep it as normal as possible and try to have strict boundaries. Like when we're here and on this field, nothing whatsoever besides I'm his player and he's my coach.
The Tigers will travel for another road game against a 5-1 Pittsburgh team who's riding momentum after a huge win at Virginia Tech. Quarterback Kenny Pickett leads the ACC in pass touchdowns and has just one interception this season, putting him in contention for the Heisman.
He's just a really freed up player. He's a 6-year guy. He's very confident. He's incredibly well coached, and he's again, as I always say, there's no greater teacher than experience. And he's got all this experience to draw upon, and he's applying all the lessons that he's learned throughout his career, and you just see that.
In Clemson, Julia Haskins, the Clemson Insider.